Hi YouTube, welcome back to Wtf Rc Cars. So we've got one of the brief little winter type things we get here in UK where it doesn't rain for like an hour or maybe an hour and a half. So I thought, what better time to get the drag RC out. So this is an associated DR10 kit. We've got the Bitty Design ZL21 dragster body on it, 1/10 scale. And we are running the THETA Rc T1 servo that is like lightning. This thing is crazy fast. Basically because they're only small wheels and it doesn't take much to turn this, so I got sent the servo, so why not use it? We're running the Traxxas ESC and motor out of the Traxxas / Ultimate, so I've repurposed that. Not expecting miracles from this. We're running a very small pinion and it's not going to have a very high top speed. It's literally just a shakedown run, see if we can get it to go in a straight line, see how it takes off, and basically see what these stock team associated tyres are like, because I'm not entirely sure, and just to make sure it's all working properly. We're going to be using the 4200 mAh Z packs with the Dean's T connectors on them, because we're not going to be drawing high current on these as it is, but we're using the Noble Pro, and I believe in this one we've got the FGR4B receiver, which lets us set the servo to 1000 Hz but 280 Hz polling rate for the ESC. I've done plenty of videos on how we set it up. I'm not going to be using any of the sort of takeoff features or anything. It's literally just a quick run around video, see how this thing handles and get a feel for it. So let's get you a bit of footage and hope it comes back in one piece. So this is just a quick shakedown video, but it's given me a good idea of how it handles. Absolutely amazed with how quick you can catch it using that servo. The response is like absolute lightning. We've got no heat build-up after numbers of runs, probably down to the fact that it's massively undergeared. And if we look at the rear tyres, you can see it's not quite catching the outside on that one. Probably a bit more on that one, but definitely that's not sitting flat, so we can definitely adjust it a little, and I think it's because it pulls more to that side, so it pulls that wheel in slightly as it accelerates. And I'll just give you an idea of the sort of reaction on this servo. So if I can get the controller in the same shot, bearing in mind this is with full weight of the battery and everything on it. So they are crazy. I've got a few results from the GNSS, so we'll pop them on screen when we get to conclusion. But yeah, for a little shakedown run, I'm very happy with the way this handles. But let's get to conclusion. So hope you enjoyed that bit of a run around, few clips of what it's running like, and I must admit, it can take a whole lot taller gearing than what we've got. But to say this is just all as it comes, as you build the kit, no modifications, no tweaking, I am really impressed with it. It takes off pretty straight if you do get a bit squirmy. Does help that we've got a lightning fast servo, but you can catch it, and if it does go all the way around, you can steer to stop it sort of careering into the sides. Top speed, roughly what I expected with the gearing we've got in this, and that this is only running 2S. Round about 30 mile an hour, but I'll pop a graph up round here somewhere, or there or there. And that is from the Sky RC GNSS GM020 GPS data logger. And as you can see, we're accelerating really strong, which it will do with a small pinion, and then it really tapered off to the end of it and stopped accelerating. So we ended up with, I think it's 4 seconds dead. not by any standards impressive, but gave me a really good idea of how this thing's going to feel when we get more gearing on it. Now, I was initially just going to pop this ESC motor in it and just run it just to try it. I think I'm going to have a look at gearing options for it and see what we can get out of this sort of stock ESC and Traxxas motor, because it did seem to drive nice, and I'm sure it's got a lot more to give with this setup before we start upgrading and modding it. But yeah, quite impressive. Top speed like 29 mile an hour ish, I think it were, but you can see that in the chart, and you can see where it were accelerating like crazy and then just tapered off. So definitely a lot more to come from this. But the Noble Pro and this 1000 Hz servo just make it so easy to catch it, or just move a tiny little bit to keep it going straight. Fantastic throttle response from it. And I let my brother have a go with it as well, and he absolutely loved it. I really do think this body has a little bit at least to do with how well it drives. Certainly seems to keep the weight really well balanced, and really surprised it doesn't seem to bottom out as much as I thought it would with that lower lip on front. As we get to higher top speeds, we've got different spoilers for the back of it, and there is a front splitter that you can attach to the front. But for my first experience with a drag RC, definitely a whole lot of fun, a lot of skill involved in getting these things to go straight, even at a slow speed like this. But enough of my incessant ramblings. Thanks again for watching Wtf Rc Cars. If you like this kind of content, don't forget to like and subscribe. Don't forget to hit the notification bell, share to friends and family. I'll catch you guys again in the next one.